So I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think there was a delay. Moving on, I think the last thing that I said, and I'm almost done. So the last thing I said is when all this should is happening, but you know that um, what it is, you know that this is something you should do, you believe it, you've understood that. It's probably time to make that should a must for you. No more putting things off. That's not why we're doing the goals and stuff. It's still the beginning of the year. It's still January. So if at any other time you had not looked at getting goals completed and New Year's resolutions, or you're just not doing that anymore, but you still feel bleh and unfulfilled, there's a reason why we're doing this. And a lot of people, including myself, I think I was so with achieving writing goals, I think, but I don't know that I was 100% great. A long time ago, I've learned things over the years that have helped me to become better at planning, writing out the things, the goals, and then actually achieving them. So I just want to say that again to make sure that the goals are yours. You'll get the best out of it when this is centered around you, what you want, and which way you want to go. I truly hope that you find all of the content useful as I intend for it to be. And I'm going to add this is going to be just a second video. It's not even 2 minutes to finish my points. And then I'll include the document there, which is just the brainstorming exercise. And tomorrow we're doing, there's more. I'll be talking about this all week. And that's all I got for you today. If you have a question, tomorrow is knowing your reason why. I have to look down at my notes. They're down here. Knowing your reason why. That's probably a question that you've heard many times, possibly in different ways. What's your why? Why are you doing this? Or why do you want to do this thing? The working for myself. Most people, I probably mentioned this before, think it's because, she's a mom and she wants to be at home with her kids. Much of that is true, but the desire was in me to be self-employed before I ever had children, any of that. Even since I was a kid, I just thought it was fascinating to be able to have your own business. Quick story. Okay, so in Canada, they have these children's magazines. They're like educational magazine. Chickadee, I think, was one. I don't remember if there was the National Geographic for kids. It might have come a little bit later. Anyway, on the back of it, my parents used to get the subscriptions, right? You get it in the mail. So at the back of the magazine, it would have different things, oriental rugs and like seahorses, and then you can have an import-export business. And when I saw that, I was like, you mean I could have my own business? I'm like 8. Yeah, 7, 8, somewhere around there. And I was like, I could have my own import-export business. I didn't even totally know what that meant. I just thought it was so cool that I could, because I thought only grown-ups could do that. How could I have my own business? How could I import and export seahorses? I mean, what? So I did not do it, but I did send away for information. And that's the first moment that I actually remember, wow, you could have your own business even as a kid. Like, that was so cool to me. And I feel that's when that seed was planted. Like, hey, this is something that you can do. And it's been fascinating to me ever since. So it has nothing to do with my own children. They are not the reason I want to work for myself. But the desire for it grew much stronger once I had them. And just the needs of my own family. There's a lot of flexibility, and it was a very weird place and uncomfortable to be an employee and have to ask for time off to take my child or children to a doctor's appointment, dental appointment, if I want to leave early because I'm trying to get to their spring concert thing where they play their instruments really loud and not very good. I'd be like, it's headache inducing sometimes, but you love them and you go and you support them, right? So as an adult and the parent, and I'm also a single parent, I was like, why do I have to ask permission? It was a very uncomfortable place. And I've had one of my kids that just required a lot of doctors and medical appointments, and I understand when you get paid at a job, they pay you to be there and do the job. I totally get it. for me, I'm also a parent, and I'm the sole support parent, and I have to be able to do these other things without feeling like I'm on the verge of being let go. It's a conversation for another time. So at this point, I've grown a lot, and I come from a more empowered place, which I'm truly thankful for, because it's very anxiety producing to feel differently about that. So anyway, like I was saying, I hope that when you go through this exercise, it gets the wheels turning, and that you enjoy this session this evening, and that this information is actually useful to you, because that's the spirit that it's intended, and that's what I've got for you tonight. I'll you be blessed, and I will speak with you soon. Good night.